Welcome into the Lantern Sports Preview Show. I'm your host, Casey Smith, joined as always by Gabe Burggraf. Number 2, Ohio State is back at home at the Shoe, welcoming the Indiana Hoosiers. Gabe, what are you looking for, and who are you looking for to really show out in this matchup?
Well, on offense for the Buckeyes, I'm looking at Julian Fleming. You know, he was targeted a bunch on the road at Northwestern, only brought in 1 catch for 7 yards. That's not going to cut it. And really against Indiana, where, if we're being frank, the conditions should be much better than they were in Evanston on Saturday. The Buckeyes are going to want to sling it around the yard. You know, they want to prove that they're the number 2 team in the country. And Julian Fleming catching maybe more than 4 passes. He hasn't done that yet this year. And I believe outside the Rose Bowl in his career. So this is an opportunity for him to maybe catch a touchdown and produce offensively.
Right, and you talk about the offense. Who are you looking at Indiana's offense to maybe produce and maybe get a thriller like that 2020 42-35 Ohio State victory?
Yeah, if Indiana's going to be in this game, it's going to be because of Connor Bazelak, the quarterback. The quarterback is where everything's going to stem from for Indiana. They're going to probably have to throw it around, especially if Ohio State gets some explosive plays, scores early. 16-29, only 1 touchdown last week in a rout against Penn State at home where they just got obliterated. Look for Ohio State to try to confuse him as well. He threw 3 interceptions against that Nittany Lion defense, and if he makes some bad decisions, the Buckeyes may be ready to pounce.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, this Ohio State passing attack has really been the key factor that's contributed to their 26-game winning streak. Think about that game, 26 games. And C.J. Stroud last week had a career low passing yard total. You can kind of attribute that to the weather. There were some receivers dropping passes as well, but I expect him to get back on track. And I mean, that's thanks in large part to their ability to get chunk plays. You talk about Julian Fleming. He had a long, I believe it was like a 70-yard touchdown.
Most of his catches have been long catches. Exactly. I mean, that's the thing, is it's explosiveness from this Ohio State offense, like you said.
And what I'm looking at this weekend is Ohio State's getting back to that explosiveness. I haven't exactly checked the weather report. I think it's going to be a little bit cold because I think there's a cold front moving into Columbus Friday evening, going to bring some rain. No rain, no crazy wind, no 80-mile-an-hour winds in Columbus this weekend. But I expect Ohio State's passing attack to be able to really get vertical and get back to its MO. And that's really going to play at sort of a downgrade to this Indiana defense as they're allowing 264 pass yards per game. They've allowed 300 yards. They allowed 300 yards to Sean Clifford a week ago, as well as when they were playing Cincinnati. And in addition, they've allowed at least 2 touchdowns or more. They gave up 4 to Cincinnati, but 2 touchdowns or more in all but 1 game this season, that 1 game coming against Rutgers 2 weeks ago. So I expect Ohio State to really come out and try and reestablish their passing attack, something that they were missing last week, and they kind of had to get it done on the ground with C.J. Stroud in the option game. So I expect Ohio State to really get back to their vertical attack, use their weapons on the outside, and I expect this Indiana defense to be playing on its heels. But we'll find out this weekend really what is in store for this matchup. Does Ohio State extend its winning streak to 27 games? There's only one way to find out this Saturday at the Shoe at noon. Big noon kickoff's going to be there. But for now, this has been the Lantern Sports Preview Show. For Gabe Burggraf, I'm Casey Smith. Take care.